Hey, get out of my face, Tucker!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
What the fuck?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? that his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all. And when at last he found the source of the blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty, was it over? He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly
How's it going?
Right now.
Just chilling on a new game, checking it out real quick.
And Stanley
Probably gonna play it for like half an hour, check it out, and then I'm gonna hop back on BO3 like normal, y'all. Checking out Stanley Parable. It's beat the game. How the fuck did I beat the game within 5 minutes of streaming? What? What the fuck?
All of his co-workers were gone.
What the fuck? I just reset?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
You know what? Fuck that door.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
What the fuck?
That's her, Stanley.
Who? I'm so confused. Hello? What?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
No, fuck you.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
You bitch, no.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch.
Because you're telling me to push a button.
He's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
What? No. Fuck you. I'm not pressing triangle. Nope. Nope. Nope, not pressing triangle. No, 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 no. Fine.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown. Fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
What?
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me.
How did I get back to my office?
Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Do not?
You see? Can he just not hear me? How
Fuck
can I
you.
tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can
What
I get
do
him
you
to see what I
mean?
see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must.
Okay, yeah, you try again. I ain't gonna listen.
Well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
Fuck you, bitch.
And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Uh-oh. Did I just die? This game is confusing. What? So I'm back in my office.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What?
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
No, I
doors,
didn't.
this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Why?
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
No, I didn't.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way. No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And
No.
this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Oh my fucking god. Fuck this narrator, dude. Oh my god.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to
Stanley's
the meeting room.
lonely.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what?
What?
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
What? What?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
What? No! Oh my Jesus.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything? Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Wait, what?
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
What?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all.
What?
We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Oh my fucking god. The shit literally got different fucking ways. I didn't fucking know which way.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that? No, I'm done. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Okay. What? Where's the line taking me?
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay, now if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
What? What? Huh?
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh my god, this guy was resetting.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction? Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley.
Not this.
I'm ready for it.
What?
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine. Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Right.
How important we mustn't squander the
Right
opportunity.
side.
In fact, I believe I need a... walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits. Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Restart it.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
I didn't do that.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an... Oh no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish what... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All all of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
What?
I'm dreaming about a voice
Describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts.
How it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
What?
He thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams. The truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
The fuck is this?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Boy?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, And in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
What? So was that me? Assuming that's talking about me, Stanley.
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way. No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
What? So now I got a girl calling me now. That's...
All of his co-workers were gone.
Is that phone gonna ring
What
again?
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Now the phone don't want to ring. I am so lost.
When Stanley... Wait.
What?
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did
Okay, I'm gonna
something
try.
change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
What? This.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
What the fuck?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the
Let me
meeting
guess,
room.
no doors
Perhaps
again.
he had simply missed a memo.
Yup.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything? Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps. Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Give it another, what, 5 minutes and I'll switch.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable adventure line. Just follow the line. How simple is that? You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Wait, what?
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Hmm.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Fuck.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction? Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine. Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits. Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ended. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Let it ball up inside you. Resent coworkers for not supporting coworkers. Using sure. Thick blue graphic in the header and towards some You most of all. What do you mean, me? Next. Number of slides on this slide. Slides, charts, and slides. Rate at which charts on the same slide depict the same information. 1. Rates of increase in graphs per slide. Please, no more charge. Please, I'm begging. Stop. Appreciate on your boss. Appreciation minute worksheet. Show the top 20 things you love most about your watch. Try Replicate and return to your boss appreciation specialist. Solving interpersonal conflict. If you ever find yourself in conflict with another diligent employee like yourself, but more inclined toward conflict, unless you're the kind of person who imitates conflict, why did we hire you? Remember that it takes two. What are your dreams for the future success? Metamorphosis, plant life, football, summer, spring break, clear skin, hope, pollution, a boat. Talk less, do unbelievably amazing work all the time, every day, with no expectation of promotion or recognition. Totally true. What?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss has suffered losses, then what the boss chose. Because the boss knows that's what the boss goes. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss has suffered losses, that's what the boss chose. What?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. "2845. But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Oh, okay, instead of... What?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all. And when at last he found the source of the room's power, He knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to the... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Well,
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
So I'm finally figuring out the Ultra Deluxe part.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Gimme the content, Stanley. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I can jump!
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
Oh.
It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is. That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to pay and hold them personally. It's my fault, Stanley. I told them. Too much anticipation around the new con. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something. Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. Oh, never mind. You're not a dog.
Oh.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste. And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content. Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise. These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the Memory Zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh, no. Oh, God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them. Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure, like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have. And here it is. Go ahead. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of... Well, there's sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes. Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been... But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, enter.
The fuck is going
The
on?
end is never the end,
Is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end,
is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end,
is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end,
is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end,
is never the end, is never the end,
is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never
the end, is never the end, is never the end. Okay, shut up. That was annoying, Jesus Christ. I thought I talked too much. fuck is going on? Press it again. What the fuck? Huh? Where's all my beautiful flowers? What's next? Snow? If I get jump scared, what? What? Is that really the end? 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 Is never 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 the end?
All of his co-workers were gone. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy? Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks. No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this trophy to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way no matter the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417? Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Oh my god. You little bitch.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Oh my... I'm gonna beat the shit out of you, game.
Now, back to door number 437. Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere. Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk. Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Where is 416?
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Hey Google. Where is door 416 in the Stanley Parable PS4? Where is door 416 in the Stanley Parable? What in the world? Door rattling, heavy breathing. Arba, I don't even know what this game is. Like, It's the most confusing game you've ever played, I'm gonna tell you. No! What? Have you ever heard of the Stanley Parable, Arba? You ever heard of this game? The end is never 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 the end. What? Nope. This game literally pretty much, how do I even explain this game?
I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark.
It's pretty much, this game used to be from 2013 on like regular PCs, and they finally remade it for console and everything. And now this narrator tries to narrate your life, and pretty much, I got an achievement for following everything he said. Oh my god, shut up, dude. What? What? Like, some of the stuff I haven't seen before, it's so weird.
To a measly port with a few minor additions, think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience.
I don't know.
Built from the ground up.
Like, all this is new. I've never been.
It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
I don't even know how to explain it. It's a confusing game. I technically beat the game already once, but I technically didn't beat it still because I still have trophies and everything that I need to get. So it's like,
sort of naturally spring up around them.
What?
It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy
sign pitch, $11, $11, $12. Like, I don't know. It's a confusing game. Like, you can follow what the narrator says, or you could go the complete opposite direction and unlock other shit. Like, the first time I listened to him, and I got an achievement for beating the game by listening to the narrator. Then I went and I decided to go against what the narrator was saying, because he asks you to take the door on the left, and then I ended up going on the door on the right to fuck with him. And then he gets pissed off about it and everything. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. What? Hear your name in the game? Bet. I want to hear my name in the game. Where's the button?
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and
Too
most
big, too
obvious
small,
answer
just
is
right.
that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people.
Is it gonna say my
With that in
name?
mind, my
Is it gonna say Yodeler? Is it gonna say Yodeler? I know, I
name
don't
of the
know.
person
Hang on, let's see.
playing the game. Sorry,
My name's
I should
not
have
Jim.
clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of
That's
course, in the
stupid.
final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you roleplay as Jim to really simulate the full
Why would I
experience of
roleplay
this
as
feature.
Jim?
Just play along. I promise you'll love it.
Oh, my
Okay,
name's
here we
Jim.
go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply
Okay.
become a person named Jim.
Yo, my name's
I want you
Jim.
to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping
I'm
and
Jim.
waking
I'm a
as
big
Jim,
fat
falling in
fucking...
love and being
I don't even
heartbroken
know.
as Jim, seizing all of the world's
There was an old game that would actually say your name. Really?
Are you really, truly Jim right now?
Yes, I'm
If
Jim.
So, then please step.
Wow, so
Yes,
cool.
you
I'm Jim.
see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was
Oh,
you.
so cool.
The button described you. Do it again. Do it again. Jim. It hits even harder the second time.
This is so
If this were the
stupid.
only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
Not
Let's take a
even.
break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal...
No.
Oh, there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Hey. Hey! It literally took the button from me. That's stupid. Now I don't have a Jim button. Damn it.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Stupid. Should I go office decorations or the reassurance bucket? Oh wait, they're both the same way. Please, no screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I
Screenshots.
think that in the new version, the
I took a
office could
screenshot.
use a bit of decoration.
Loser.
Like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which
Oh.
would you go with?
Loser, I took another screenshot. Wait. Balloons, get well someday, or happy 12th birthday, step niece? What the fuck? Which one should I do? Get well someday or happy 12th birthday? It will whisper it while you played randomly? What the fuck? Which balloon? Get well someday or happy 12th birthday, step niece? Which balloon should I grab? I don't know. Oh, I don't know what to choose. Itty bitty bitty bo, catch a tiger by himself. If he hollers, let him go. My mom says to pick the very best one, and you are not it. So, which one you wanted? Is soup a food or a drink? Soup a food or a drink? Soup is a food. You still chew it, depending on, well, I guess it depends on what soup. Fuck it, step niece.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get well someday.
That's fucking stupid. Fuck you. I didn't choose that one, bitch. Fuck you, game. What?
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision.
No.
We're moving on.
You should have
Come
went with that one.
You've already made your choice. It's true that you chose badly, but we
What
all
do you
have to move
mean?
on from our mistakes.
I chose badly. Step niece gets stuck in the washer. I don't know. With soup, I guess it depends on what kind of soup you get. Wait. Do I go through here or do I back out? Okay, fuck it. Free, new, and easy trophy. I could get it here. Where? Pull the lever, receive your new trophy. No more steps, it just works. Okay, let's go see.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes, you see, you'll come... Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the trophy
is still broken?
I'm not a wizard, Stanley. But
What?
I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of
Really?
ravenous fans all over the world who
Really?
have been uproariously demanding this
Really?
feature. Gamers,
Really? Really?
we hear you.
Really?
And I promise
Really?
it will happen.
No, that trophy I need the trophy to get 100% trophies. What? What it's talking about is there's a trophy. If I go to trophies right now, I'm looking at it. It says test trophy. Please ignore. Test trophy description. Replace this. Like, it's literally, I don't even know, a test trophy. Fine then, fuck you, game. Asshole. Don't give me the trophy. See how it is.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them? Collect them all.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up.
What the
You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Oh, wow. What? Okay.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Jump circle.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you
Free
think?
trophy. The button that says the name.
Deluxe?
Merch.
What does it even mean?
Settings.
But the
World Champion. Stanley Parable.
2,
Reassurance
now
bucket.
That's an artistic statement.
Okay, if I'm right there.
It's future-oriented. It
Wait.
screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Merch. There's the reinsurance bucket. Merch. 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 I saw the new content. The end is never the end again. This t-shirt is the best new feature. Gay. Let's go see what the reassurance bucket is.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic
no
sense
bucket.
of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley,
Yeah, literally.
as long as you hold on to the bucket, the
narrator is obnoxious. He doesn't shut up.
Stanley Parable will feel perfectly
And what's
normal
funny is you
and
go through the game like I was just in it. You can see they like go reviews and show reviews, and one of them says, "Oh, like in the game, it'll go through the reviews."
And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me
Hang
than
on.
actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be?
But it pretty much just, I don't even know. Why is he calling you Stanley? You're obviously Jim. I don't know.
Can
I don't
you
like
feel
that.
it? The glow of
Can I feel
comfort,
what?
even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has
Made
made
you
you the
slightest a bit more
slightest bit more
attractive.
attractive as a
Stupid.
person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go
I don't
on
even have
and on, don't
feet
they?
or
All
hands.
this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Bitch! Shut up, narrator. Like, some of them talk about him talking too much, being annoying, being unfunny. Can you feel him entering you from behind? Whoa!
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Infinite hole. What? Okay, wait, where's the map again? Wait, I never went through here. The jump
You know
circle.
what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You
I have
already
no
spent
jumps.
all your jumps the first time we saw the jump
That's stupid,
circle.
give me more.
Oh, well. I
Bitch.
suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
Let me jump, ho. Fuck you, game. Bitch. That's the exit, so I don't want to exit yet. Oh, infinite hole, it won't end. I guess I'm going to infinite hole. This will be slightly fun.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole
That you can fall down forever.
forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning
how do I-
leap forward for video games as a medium.
How would I get back up? Fuck it.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. You use the teleport button to go back to the top.
Why would I
You
use
do it on
teleport
the
button? This is
sooner
fun.
rather than later spectrum of things.
This is trippy. I like this. Shut up, narrator.
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it
So there's an end to
infinite?
it?
Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, good for you. You
Oh,
found
look
the
at that.
bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley.
See, instead of
I'm
teleporting,
glad
I had a
cheating. You're
choice.
So clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely?
No one.
I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
Like what? What's on the ground?
I think we
It
both
isn't
said
endless,
some
that's what's
things we didn't
funny.
mean. Why don't we just
That's why I
put
didn't
all this
teleport.
behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole.
No,
and
that
we can
doesn't
move
work
on.
for me. You can't call
I'll
it
just
mostly
be up
infinite.
here when you're ready.
No, bitch. Fuck you. I'm sitting down here. This is my new home. New mug. Meeting at 2 p.m. What does that say? Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us building castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I. What? Okay,
Great.
fine.
Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Okay, now how do I go back? What the fuck? I don't remember that being covered. That's what's weird. That was never covered. Really? What else did this fucker gotta show me? What else have I not been to yet? Settings World Champion. It's across from merch. Screenshotted it, loser. Where's the... Okay, fine, I guess. What other way have we not went? Over here? Game looked confusing. What's the mug say? The mug said new mug. When in reality it's not a new mug, it's just a fucking mug. Like, this game is confusing as fuck.
Alright, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Yeah, take me back. This shit's weird.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet.
Do I like all the new
exactly
features?
these
No, I
features will
don't.
come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a
was
good
gay
game
as
in there
shit.
somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
What the...
I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I
What
kidding,
the
Stanley?
fuck?
This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to
Look
anything.
it, can I go get the thing?
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it, no matter how good
And by
these
the way, in
gags
like
are, they don't
10
stand on
minutes
their own.
probably, maybe
They would
5,
need the
I'm gonna
structure
switch
and
over
the
to Black
gameplay of
Ops
the
3. You're
original.
more than welcome to join
Wait.
if you got it.
Maybe that's
Or
it.
if you don't,
I can
you're
take
more than
the
welcome to
original
watch the
Stanley
stream.
Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up.
Anybody watching, that's what I'm gonna end up going on. This game is an endless narration, I swear. Uh-oh. He put me in, so now he modified the first world. Watch. Now I'm gonna spawn back in my office or some shit. And watch, the balloons are gonna be there. Let me guess. What? What? Begin the game. Why not? Let's see what Stanley Parable 2 is. Somehow I just got in another game? I don't know what's going on now, y'all. Shit, I'm kinda confused. Oh shit. Wait, did it actually have a narrator voice option? Yeah, it would be pretty funny if it has a voice volume option. Yeah, it does. It does have one, Arba. Look. Narrator volume.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Bitch, shut up. No one loves you. Okay, fine, I'll let you talk.
This is the...
Fine, I feel like a dick if I mute him.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh yeah, look at this is the initial thing. Look.
Stanley worked for a company in a big
Oh, look at
building
he's got
where he was
balloons in it now. Fuck that guy.
27's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room.
What's funny is they put me employee 427 and I'm Yodeler 427. That's my
came to him through a
PSN.
monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly.
They know where you live. Who knows? Maybe they do.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Oh?
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions.
Does this mean... Yeah, no, there's balloons.
All of his co-workers would... Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy?
Yes, I'm doing this for the
Hit
trophy,
the door
bitch.
5 times? Is that all you think?
This trophy says click the door, click door 430 for 5
Just
times.
give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times.
Bro, I'm spamming the
I
door.
would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Fine then, fuck you.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true...
Give me the trophy, bitch.
Cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes.
50?
almost certainly 50 clicks.
I'll spam. Come on, that should be enough.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this trophy to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort.
Oh my
I want to see
fucking
some
God.
hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to
go all the way
no
no matter the cost.
Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417, door 417. More balloons. More get well soon balloons.
Stanley
The reassurance
picked up
bucket.
the bucket. Okay, great. Now, go touch the bucket on door 437 a few times.
437.
Yes, now we're getting somewhere. How about door 415? Give it some bucket love.
Now it's talking with the bucket. That's weird. Where's 415? 417, 416, 415.
Now back to door number
437 again. What the fuck? Bitch, suck on my dick, making me run back and forth.
You know,
What's
I
up,
think
everybody
the coffee
tuning in?
machine needs some attention. Why don't you rub
Everybody,
the
I'm
bucket
playing
a
this probably
little bit?
5, 10 more
back to
minutes real
room
quick.
417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting
And then I'm
somewhere.
gonna switch to BO3, Black Ops 3 with the boys.
Okay, now bring the bucket on top of employee 419's desk.
419, your desk. Let me climb on your desk, bitch. How do I climb on his desk?
Yes, this is
Oh.
great. Now the bucket knows exactly what it's like to be employee 419. Now, let's...
Can I say one thing when you find on the doors that arouses him 1,000 times easy? What do you want me to say, Arab? Or Arab? Door 416.
We've almost got it. Now make the bucket and the copy machine touch again.
Kill me.
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 touches of the bucket on door 4. Yes! We did it!
Wow, that felt amazing. Thank you, I got the
That felt
trophy.
amazing. You know, not all buckets will get this kind of experience.
Okay, now let's continue on with the story. Say Gilo is a Chad? What? Gilo is a Chad? What the fuck does that mean? What? You got me confused.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered
See, now
the
he's talking
door on his
into
left.
the door on his left. Okay.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his
Broom closet.
boss's office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good
Can you let me
Stanley.
out? Oh.
Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket.
Here you go, you can have the
hard
bucket.
It must be,
Have the
given
bucket,
pressure
take
that
it.
The broom closet is putting on your shoulders
Take
right
the
now, but you
bucket.
have to be strong. This is your bucket. This
No.
is your companion.
You
and
take the
lifelong
bucket.
friend. You can't hand it over.
Yes, I can.
We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom
Stupid
closet
bitch,
is sunk
let
that
me.
it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons. But even
Oh my
this is
fucking
worse
God.
than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and
Why'd you want me to say that, Arba?
so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I've never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety
No,
of
here you go. You guys
experiences
can have the
you and
bucket.
have shared
Take
together.
my bucket.
Go through each of them point
Secret.
rich
Okay.
emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Take the bucket. Take the bucket, bitches.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There.
Property of
Now
Stanley.
it's settled. No more debate. No more
He stuck a
discussion.
sticker on it.
Take a hike, broom closet, with all the meandering philosophical diatribes about
thought
the
I was
nature
Jim.
of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom.
What's up, Dev? Can the broom closet just have my bucket, please?
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate.
What is this smacking on here now? What
You
the?
see? I feel that it works because the
Because the
sticker is
stickers.
also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, "Ah, it's a bucket." There really is
What?
a wide variety of
Does
applications
the sticker think
for
I'm
this sticker.
retarded? Take it. Take the fucking bucket.
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies.
Good idea, narrator,
Easily
leave.
the most childish such
Leave.
room I've ever been in. I'll
Leave.
see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your
Shut up.
bucket.
Thank you. Here. You guys want the bucket now? Narrator's gone. We don't gotta listen to him. Uh-oh. Take my bucket. Fine, I'll go out, narrator, you fucking... Are you fucking happy?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket,
Bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. 2845. Watch. Wait. Trophy. Let me grab it. Bitch.
Found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
Thank
you
you.
can't buy that sort of happiness, Stan.
Can you say one last thing for me? What do you want, Arba?
And you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Wait, what does it say? Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. No? Okay. What's in here? Ooh.
Stepping into his manager's office,
Let me guess.
Stanley was
2845.
once again stunned.
2845.
Not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical
No, the
explanation.
bucket didn't tell me. I've been here before, you retard. Fucking tard. Time to press the other button. And I go back down the elevator and there's gonna say, oh, walk into the mind control room. And then there's an escape. It's kind of weird, but can you say, I'm gonna fuck her? Why the fuck would I say I'm gonna fuck her? What? I'm gonna fuck who? What? I'm gonna fuck her. That's what it looks like he said. I'm gonna
It would be all Stanley could
fuck
do
her.
to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Watch. Mind control facility. Watch. And then escape.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control
Do I go
Facility."
escape or do I go mind control? Escape or mind control? Escape or mind control? Come on, stream, pick one. Escape or mind control? I've never been to escape, but I've been through mind control. Fuck it, I'm going to escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent
What the
death.
fuck? What's up, everybody tuning in to the stream? Why am I getting so many people all of a sudden? That's awesome. How's everybody doing?
The
I'm
door
a
behind
violent
them was
death.
not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back
See,
on track.
narrator's trying to make me turn around. Y'all hear that?
At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
What? Thanks, you may have saved the world. What are you talking about, Arva? Where am I? Where am I? Oh shit.
As the machine
No.
whirled into motion and Stanley
no.
and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul
Please no,
at ease
please
to
no,
embrace the
please
bucket.
no.
But what use
Look
is
at
a
what that's
sense
about
of
to do to
ease
that
when you're
thing.
about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley
Oh
thought to himself,
no.
and he sort of
Oh
kicked
shit.
himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere.
Um.
Farewell, Stanley.
Help! Oh.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator.
What?
As
There's a
Stanley
girl!
and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral
girl!
instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death.
What?
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
Wait, I lost the bucket? Dude, I like this
Can
girl.
you
This
see
girl
how
seems cool.
arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
Why is the bucket gonna go up there? Fuck you, bucket. There's a bucket. Huh? Does anyone else hear that? I don't like that. What the fuck? What the fuck was that? Yeah, the Stanley Parable, Mehmet. Have you played it before, Mehmet?
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to
Have you
behold
played it,
as this
Mehmet?
one. It is
How did I say the name? Yeah, Mehmet. Or Mehmet. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it. This place symbolizes the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However, clear grass bucket may be... I can still reach it. What? I got it back!
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together.
I'm Turkey. Oh, have you played Stanley Parable before?
Let Stanley die.
No, no,
Let
no, no,
him
no,
be
no,
crushed
no,
by the
no,
machine.
no, 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 no,
Don't reset the game. Don't
no,
give
no,
him
no, no,
another
no, 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 no,
opportunity to
no,
run
no,
off
no,
with
no,
another
no, no,
beautiful
no, no, no,
bucket.
no, no,
We
no,
can
no,
save
no,
the
no,
world's
no, no,
buckets
no,
from
no.
their treatment
Please
as
stop,
tools
please
and
stop, please
implements.
stop.
If only we
I'm
let
hiding.
Stanley die together, the bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
Oh, shit. Must really hate Thanksgivings. Stupid. No? Oh. But yeah, that's what this game is. It's real fucking confusing. I'm gonna tell you. Stanley Parable is confusing as fuck. I'm about to hop on BO3 though, so... Y'all sub, put on post notifications so y'all can know... So y'all know when I'm live next. And y'all are more than welcome to join in the stream, talk to me, chill, relax with us. Oh, it reset me. How gay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy? Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is
Okay,
worth?
shut up,
No,
bitch. You're annoying.
I can't just give these
Look, I get the
minutes-
trophy.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of
I get the
comfort
bucket back,
rushed over
bitch.
him.
That's where new content is. So, look, now this is what I'm going to explain to you. So, if you remember, Arba, you remember it gives me the choice between the 2 doors. And it says, tell me go to left.
Stanley
Look,
clutched
see?
the bucket tightly
Enter
to
the
his
door on the
chest.
left. Nope.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room. But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left.
Door on his
to
left?
go back
Yeah,
to the
right.
meeting room,
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo.
I forgot this ending. So you played it before then, so you know what this game is, Mehmet.
Good,
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk.
Okay, catch you later, Arba. Have a great night or
Firmly
day.
convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
No, wait, because the bucket's the narrator. Then if I follow the bucket, then I'm following the
here.
narrator.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
What dark room?
but Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket.
I
His
didn't know I
dearest
could
friend.
fall.
So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deep it touched him.
Okay then. I never knew that was an ending. Oops. Yeah, Cece, I don't know what happened. Cece, you got
How long
BL3?
was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were... The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to
No,
his...
I'm going
This
right
was
back over
not
here
the
again.
direct way
Shut
to
up.
the meeting room.
Shut up, narrator, you're a
Stanley had
bitch.
felt the bucket calling to him.
Cece, you got
telling him
BL3 and
that
you
the
down to play with us?
employee lounge...
Yeah, I'm fucking trash. Bet. Then you're
And
gonna
here
play
it
with
was.
us.
Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Give me one more time to
Stanley
finish
took
one
the
more
door on his
ending.
left
Once it
to
resets
go
one more
back
time,
to
that's
the
when I'm gonna
meeting
back
room.
out.
No,
I'm just getting...
Said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room.
Go
somewhere else.
The cargo lift, yes. Good,
Said the bucket.
now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this.
How did I do
obvious
that?
fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Oh, that was sick. I don't think I've ever done that.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says,
No buckets
buckets
past
past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless... What if
Fuck
the problem
you.
is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point, which...
But
if
Cece,
that's
you down
true,
to join
well,
us then? Can't right now. I gotta do some work. I'll be on a bit later. What's a bit later? What do you mean by a bit later?
consequences on the entire rest
That
of
way
the
I know a
game
time
if not
frame.
addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
If it restarts me in my office, that's the end. If it restarts me in my office... What?
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin.
I'm on a game show.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not
What?
an actual bucket. Item 2. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct.
What do you mean correct? Okay, CC. Sounds good. Great of you to stop
Item
it.
3. Is this a bucket?
Fine then, yes.
Correct.
What?
This is a bucket.
Huh?
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Yes, that's a bucket.
What? Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
Why the fuck did you bring a big ass tractor through here?
Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Correct. This is a bucket.
That is not a bucket. What do you mean?
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
What do you mean both? Huh?
Item...
Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere. Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when
That
we
is a
both
bucket.
clearly know that a bucket is something. And
But
therefore
nothing is a
nothing
bucket
could
could
possibly be
possibly be
something.
something.
Unless, in your twisted mind,
Nothing
you
is
somehow
something. Something
convinced
is
yourself
nothing.
that a bucket is nothing? Answer me
What?
straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket? You know
Yes.
what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is?
Am I a
Am
bucket?
I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this.
Yes, you're a
I'm
bucket.
losing myself, and myself was all I ever
What?
had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game.
No, 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 no.
Okay, here we go.
Don't. Aww. My bucket.
On? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket?
I told you
single
everything
thing
was
in
a
the game
bucket.
Was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
Okay. That's a bucket. That's a bucket. The thing in my hand's a bucket. Shit, is everything really a bucket then? I'm playing on a bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Oh wait, I said when it's a reset, I'm switch over to BO3, y'all. Catch y'all on BO3.